Good afternoon, students. This is your computer teacher Devdeep sir, and I am today continuing the revision of your chapter 2, that is tables in MS Access. Now we will first have a look at the data types, okay? But before that, let us have a look at the entities that we had discussed earlier. What are the entities we have been discussing here? Field name. The first entity here is field name. So what is a field? Field refers to the particular column. So there must be a unique name for each field. Why? Because each column or the attribute or a field should be distinguished from the other. Otherwise there will be redundancy. That means, what is the meaning of redundancy? I told you, redundancy means duplication of data. So as there will be duplicacy of data, so in order to avoid that, field names must be unique. Now why do we need a data type? Data type is nothing new to you all. You all have learned that in class 6 Q basic. That is, data type is basically that defines a type of data. Now there are different data types that are applicable in MS Access. First we start with text data type. Now text data type is normally used to store textual data, that is a collection of characters. Okay, it can also store alphanumeric data. Alright, so alphanumeric data, or even you can store number in form of a text. But the only thing we must remember, that what is the limit of the text based character? It is 255. So not more than 255 characters it can store. Now what is memo? Memo is an extensive version of text. If you want to store a large data like in form of a description, you should use memo as a data type. Okay, so memo data type is used to store large descriptive data. And what is the maximum size? You all have to remember the maximum size is here. The maximum size of memo is 63,999 characters, that is around 64,000 characters it can store. Now, date or time data type is obviously, as the name suggests, that it is used to store date and time, but the time as it is stored normally, that we have this format, hour, minute, seconds. But in Access, the date format is different. It follows YMD format. That is, year will come first, month will come first, and date will come first. In terms of storage, mind you, but at entry you can type it in the normal way. Now currency data type will store the value of a currency. Now auto number, very important. Auto number is basically an automatically incrementing field. Suppose it is like a basic need will be for serial IDs or serial numbers. So auto number is giving a sequential number for each record. So whatever record you are entering, it is sequentially stored, okay, in the auto number, that is field. Now OLE object is used for importing any form of document or application like Word or Excel files. So whenever you need to import any document, which data type you have to use? OLE object. Hyperlink is basically used for specifying email addresses or link. So hyperlink data type will store any form of email ID as well as that of a link, also applicable. Lookup wizard. Now lookup wizard is basically a data type that will help you to search for a particular data in that Access table. Okay, so using this data type we can search another data inside the Access table. An attachment is used for importing various documents. It is more powerful than that of OLE object, which has limited access to only Word and Excel. Okay. Now description field gives detailed description of all the fields. Now the moment the Access screen opens, there are different screens. First you will see the field name, then the data type, then the description. Now pane, here the pane is where all the fields will be shown, fields data or the records will be shown, and okay, all the properties of the fields will be given here. So this is also known as the properties window. So moment if we have to start typing a field, what we have to do? We are in which view first of all? Tell me, students. This is data sheet. Just wait, just a second. So the type of view that we are in is design view. So using the design view we can create the design of a table, and data sheet view will be used for what? Used for recording the data. Okay, so first page we are seeing the design view here. So in the design view, see one by one we are choosing the the data type. Student ID is the first field, and followed by that we have given the data type here. It is best to give auto number as a data type and sign it as primary key. Okay, so in this way now we can press on the tab key. That means you enter the name of a field and then press on the tab key and choose the data type and then give description against it. Keep note of the shortcut keys, that is Ctrl N for creating a new database, Ctrl O for opening, Alt F4 for quit, and Ctrl S and Ctrl P for print as well as save as. Now setting a primary key. First of all, tell me what is a primary key. So I have explained you earlier. Primary key is a field that will uniquely identify the records. Okay. So just see the definition over here. A primary key is the key which pertains to a field that uniquely differentiates the record. So that means here like student roll number, student admission ID, employee service number. Okay, so these are all perfect examples of primary key because it will uniquely identify the employee, or even if it is a student admission ID or roll number, it will uniquely identify the student. So how to set a primary key? For that, okay, your access itself you will find a key like symbol like this. Okay, a key like symbol like this. So first of all you all have to click on this key based symbol that is present over here. Okay, so moment you press on this key symbol against a particular field, suppose you select the particular field and then click on this key symbol. All right, so when we choose on this key symbol, basically our primary key will be set. So the process of setting primary key is very simple. Step 1, choose the field and then click on the key button. Okay, given. Now I told you below there are certain properties of the access. So what are those? Properties pane, it is present in the design view where all the properties description comes. General tab gives the properties that we will work with, that is general tab contains all the list of the properties. Drop down list are normally present to select different types of properties. So what is the use of the drop down list? It is used to select different types of properties. Now property information gives the insertion point of the property blocks. So what is property information? See, this is the point from where the properties will be inserted and everything will be shown. Now the first thing that we are going to do is, before we change the field size, just have a look at this yes no property. Yes no property is a property by the help of which we can set default values. Okay, so you can set default values if we want, or if we don't want, we can select no. Now changing the field size, we can change the field size also. So we can either by changing the field type or by setting the field size option. Like for text 255, so you have to set at least less than 255 if you want to set it manually, or you can even change the data type or the field type for just changing the field size. For setting field property, then what we have to do? But first we have to click on the field, then go to the properties through the general tab, and then we can change the field size field type, everything. Okay. Now for number data type, what we will do? For number data type, we have to just go to the field size row option and select number option. Okay, that is long integer. For number, what we normally give? Long integer. For text, normally what we will give? For text, normally we will give the text size by default is 255. Okay, and for number it is quite advisable you keep it to long integer, because otherwise there is short integer option also. Setting a default value. If we want, we can set a default value also. That is, first select on the field, then go to the general tab. From the general tab again to the default value, you can set a common value for all the fields. Now, if we want to set the field format, what we will go? Again, general tab to the format row. Now in the general tab there is a format row option, from where we can select number or auto number option, date, time, or yes no fields. Yes no field can be also used to give that option based, okay, male, female, that kind of criteria. Toggle keys can be set using that. So from this field format we can either say number or auto format, okay, auto number option. We can go for date time option or yes no option for giving any form of choices. I hope this part is clear. If you have any queries, just ping me on WhatsApp. What are your doubts, and get it clarified. Okay, so please study the topics nicely and revise the chapters accordingly. Thank you.